I wouldn't be surprised if at this point you're pretty tired of hearing me talk about tempo, so you'll have to forgive me as I run through one more important point about this oh-so-critical training variable. Tempo is largely about cadence, how many seconds to take with each phase of each rep. But it's not just about time, it's also about consistency. Let's look at a back squat with a tempo of 4-0-1-0 as an example of what I mean here. As you hopefully know by now, the first digit, 4, represents how many seconds to take on the eccentric phase of the lift, the way down. So you might see this lift and think, well, from start to finish on the way down, it does take 4 seconds, so we're good. But really, there's some room to improve here. While we are taking 4 seconds down, the speed of the barbell is inconsistent. If you look closely, you can see that a greater chunk of the 4 seconds happens towards the top half of the lift, while the bottom half is disproportionately faster. What's happening here is that your body is trying to find a workaround for this challenging variable that we're imposing. By maintaining a disproportionate amount of speed at the bottom, you're able to use momentum to your advantage and maintain a little bit of a bounce. That bounce can help get you through what is in this case the toughest part of the squat, the very bottom. By using this momentum to help carry you through the challenging part of the lift, you're taking work away from your musculature. And you're taking it away from the exact place where we really want to be exposing it to some tough work. So, back to our tempo. It's not just about the number of seconds, it's also about consistency. You should aim to move the same speed from top to bottom. Imagine that there's a speedometer on the barbell. You want to keep that speed constant until you reach the end range of the repetition. So, take a look at this example here. Same movement in the same 4-0-1-0 tempo, but much more consistent than our first case. This makes for a far more effective stimulus, not to mention a more challenging rep. If you look at them together, you can see that it takes the same 4 seconds to get down for both, but there's a noticeable difference between the two. The more consistent rep is the far more effective one, for most training circumstances anyway. So, as if there wasn't already enough to worry about with regard to tempo, now you have to keep this in the back of your mind. Sounds like fun, right? Well, if you haven't been thinking about this before, see what you can do with it in your next workout.